Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon White. Let's go beat up a bunch of Team Plasma grunts. Does that sound like fun? I don't know about you, but it sure sounds like fun to me. And who am I gonna put first in the party? Lassie, I guess, just because she's versatile and all. Okay, Team Plasma grunt. Ah! Stupid Joltik, you're in my way. Let me beat up this Team Plasma grunt. Come on, Team Plasma grunt, give me all you got. Give me all you got. Okay, those usual Team Plasma grunts who are about to tell me a secret if I defeat them. Not that a secret will do me any good, but let's see what he has anyway. It's a Sandile. Okay, I guess Lassie can handle this, kinda, maybe, unless the Sandile has an Intimidate ability, but I don't know. Well, Lassie's Intimidate's gonna activate, and I guess that Sandile doesn't have Intimidate, so I guess that's good. Let's see if Strength will do a one-hit KO. Maybe it won't, but I don't know. Hey, it did! Yeah, Sandile doesn't really have a lot of defense, and yay, Lassie gets to level 31, hooray! I know Lassie's going to evolve at some point, but I don't know what level that is. Probably level 32 or 34 or something. But this is Scraggy. I'm going to have to switch because it's fighting type. And probably not to Lucian because Scraggy is also dark type. Who am I going to use instead? Lucian. Yeah. Because at least Lucian knows a flying attack and therefore can at least do some damage to that Scraggy. So at least that's something. Yeah, let's have Lucian beat up a Scraggy and hopefully not be hit by a dark attack in the process. Better yet, it was a one-hit KO! Hooray! I knew it because Lucian's totally a special sweeper, and now it's a Watchog. Okay, and I don't have any fighting-type Pokemon, so that's kind of unfortunate, but I don't know, who am I gonna use here? Should I stick with Lucian? I probably shouldn't because I think Watchog knows Crunch. I'm gonna switch to Flik, I guess. I don't really know who else to use. Alright, Flik! KO the Watchog! You must be so proud. And we defeated a very weak Team Plasma grunt because every grunt of every evil organization that ever existed in any Pokemon game has incredibly weak grunts. Yeah, these people are just mooks who just exist to be easy to be beaten up, right? That's what they are in every game, right? And this one's starting off with the Scraggy. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have started off with Lassie, but I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to switch out and then hopefully I'll be fine. I don't know. Well, maybe if I try using Strength, then maybe Lassie can two-shot or even one-shot this thing if she's lucky. But, I don't know. Oh, no, Scraggy is not even using a fighting attack, he's using Chip Away. Okay. That works. Yeah, that Team Plasma Grunt is as dumb as ever. I see you haven't changed much, and that was the only Pokemon that he had. Let's beat up yet another easy Team Plasma Grunt. Well, Lassie, let's do this. Blah, 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 blah. This Team Plasma Grunt's not gonna say anything, and we get this cool little animation at the start of the battle. I love that little Team Plasma logo animation that plays at the beginning of any battle. What does she have? It's a Trubbish! Okay, that means Lassie can KO this one with Dig. Okay, Lassie, you know the drill. Yay, one-hit KO. Well, technically two-hit KO because the first turn Lassie got to hide underground and avoid that Trubbish's attack, and here's a White Bird. Okay, I guess I'm gonna use Flik because Flik knows a bug attack. Okay, this is like a no-brainer. This is really a no-brainer. Although I probably should have brought along a fighting Pokemon. I'm deeply regretting that now, but it's not too bad, I guess. And good that White Bird is not being cheap with a fake-out. Although, honestly, I do that every time I send out Laverna. Laverna's allowed to be cheap because she's named after a goddess of thievery and everything, and Flik got to level 32, and he's learning Helping Hand, but I don't really want him to use that. He knows too many other good attacks to be able to use Helping Hands that effectively. Snuffle is much better at using Helping Hands than Flik is, so yeah. Oh my gosh, this is very Plasbad! This totally new trainer for New Viva Town is totally creaming us! All of us! Every one of us! Let's switch Pokemon. Let's switch to Electra just because I feel like it and all. Let's hope Electra can handle whatever Pokemon this grunt uses. Oh, here's a new Pokemon we haven't seen yet. This is one of the new Pokemon I was hoping to catch. So this is Ferroseed, and this is a kind of an interesting type combination. This Pokemon is Grass and Steel type. Very interesting type combination indeed. So that means that if we use electric attacks on it, they're not going to be very effective. So that's really nice. Let's use Spark on it. The thing about Ferroseed is it's apparently very popular in competitive battling, and great, it has Iron Barbs. That'll hurt Electra every time I try to use a physical attack on it. So I guess that means we're going to have to use Shockwave in order to damage Ferroseed further. I might try to catch this, I might not. I don't know if I'm going to put this Ferroseed on my team or not, but I guess I'll just catch it for the heck of it to complete the Pokédex and all. I don't know why. Okay, that Ferroseed is using Gyro Ball. That's not good. Fortunately, it's not going to be very effective, but it's going to do a lot of damage, because what Gyro Ball does is it does more damage the slower the user is than the foe. And since Electra is much faster than Ferroseed, then that did a lot of damage. Especially since Electra doesn't have a lot of defense due to having a hasty nature, I think. But this Ferroseed is ripe for the capture right now, and I did come up with a name for this Ferroseed, but I kind of forgot what it was, so I'm going to have to look at my nickname file really quick. What was I going to nickname Ferroseed? Oh yeah, I know exactly what I was going to name Ferroseed. I keep forgetting. Yeah. I know exactly what I want to name this Ferroseed. I don't usually have good names for Ferroseeds. On my original playthrough of this game, I caught one and named it Ouchie, just because it's covered with spikes and all, but I'm not going to nickname it that. I'm going to name her after a plant, because she's grass type and all. A very spiky plant, so you probably automatically know what I'm going to nickname her. So I named her Thistle, just because I don't know any other nickname to give to a female Ferroseed. And here we have another Team Plasma person. Of course, that Ferroseed totally weakened Electra, so I don't know if Electra can handle this one. Hopefully she can. Unless the Pokemon she's going to use is somebody who's ground type or something. Let's see. It's a Trubbish. Well, I don't know. Can Electra handle a Trubbish? Let's see. Okay, that wasn't too bad, because especially since that Trubbish just used Stockpile in between. And here's another Trubbish. But I'm not going to have Electra battle this one. Instead, I'm going to have Lucian battle it, because Lucian can easily KO it with a Psy Beam, right? Right. And I don't think Trubbish knows any moves that are of a very high priority, so this should be pretty easy, I guess. Yeah, these Team Plasma grunts are just meant to be really easy, right? I wonder if one of the 7 Sages is going to be out and is just going to go out and battle us. That'll be really interesting if it did happen, but yeah, this is just another Trubbish. I think Lucian can handle this. Lucian can just sweep all the Pokemon here, right? But the thing about this area that's coming up is there will be a lot of trainers in the way no matter where we go, so be prepared for a lot of trainer battles just like this. But I'm going to try to speed them up or cut them out whenever possible, so we'll see how that works out. And we have another Team Plasma person. But I'm going to use a healing item on Electra before I go to that. I'm going to use a Super Potion on her. Come on, Electra. Yeah, and that healed exactly 50 HP of damage because she was low on HP by 50 points. And yay, another Team Plasma person. Let's beat this one up. Okay, it's a Watchog. I don't know if Electra can handle this. We'll see. Can Electra defeat this Watchog with Spark? I don't know if she can defeat this one. I know it's using Super Fang, which means that'll cut Electra's HP in half. Let's use Shockwave on the Watchog. Let's KO it. Let's use Shockwave on that Watchog. I totally was out of tune there for a little bit, but yeah. That's just me trying to put together a random song because the audience seems to like that. And I'm gonna have to switch Pokemon because this is a Sandile and Electra is no good at handling Sandiles. Instead, I'm gonna use Blue Eye, and hey, I can have him demonstrate Aqua Tail because he knows that now. Unless that Sandile is gonna be faster than Blue Eye, which I don't think it is. Yeah, let's use Aqua Tail. Whoa! That looked powerful, and indeed that was powerful. But probably, to be honest, Aqua Jet would have probably KO'd that Sandile too. Just because Sandile has really low defense and all. But yeah. And we're gonna have to use another healing item on Electra because that Watchog used Super Fang. But I think we have plenty of Super Potions anyway, so that's not gonna be too much of an issue. Yeah, we don't have an issue with using a Super Potion. Yeah, Ishu is the Japanese name of this region. So, kind of an interesting name, I guess, but here's another Team Plasma Grunts. I guess there is no real boss of this area, just a bunch of Team Plasma Mooks to cream, right? Let's go cream some more Mooks! Let us cream some more Mooks! What Pokemon does this Team Plasma Grunts have? It's a life bird! Can Electra defeat this one? Can Electra defeat this one? The Wyvern did not use a cheap fake out. Instead, it's using Hone Claws to raise its attack, but that does not matter cause we'll KO it. Let's have Electra use Shockwave. Let's have Electra use Shockwave. Now the Wyvern is defeated. And Electra's learning Stomp. Let's replace Pursuit with it. Pursuit does not do a whole lot of damage anyway. Yeah, I was just singing throughout that whole battle, right? But hey, it's fun! Singing through a battle is fun, and yay, there's one more Team Plasma Grunt. How many of these are there gonna be? Show me your strength! Well, in that case, I should have Lassie first in the party so that she can use strength against some of your Pokemon, like literally, right? This trainer's using a Sandile. That means we're gonna have to switch out. This grunt is using a Sandile. So we'll have to switch to Blue Eye. Let us have him use Aqua Jet! Oh no, it's using Swagger. Blue Eye's confused. Oh no, but if we are lucky, he'll have his attack raised and he'll one-shot that Sandile. Let's see what happens now! Ouch! Blue Eye hurt himself in its confusion. Let us try that again. Ouch! Blue Eye hurt himself in confusion. I think Blue Eye's gonna lose this battle. Let's use a healing item. Wow, I'm just having a fun time just singing along to these battles, I'm telling you. But let's use a... Oh yeah, that... I keep forgetting, he's under the effects of embargo, so I'm gonna have to switch to Flik instead. Yeah, I'll use a healing item on Blue Eye later, I guess. Blue Eye had an embargo, so we can't use healing on him. But Flik can come through and use Bug Bite to KO the Sandile, hooray! Does he have any more Pokemon? It's a Watchog. Okay, let's see. Who do we have who can defeat a Watchog easily? I think Flik will be good enough as any. I totally heard Flik's theme there because I just didn't feel like singing for whatever reason. But I don't know if we even have to use a healing item on Blue Eye because I think we're at the end of the cave, if I remember correctly. Are we at the end of the cave? Okay, I guess we're not. Oh, well, I don't know. Will we have to use a healing item on Blue Eye? Are there any more Team Plasma people that we have to deal with? Well, there's a trainer at least, so I guess I will have to use a healing item on Blue Eye. So let's use one of the Soda Pops that we couldn't use earlier because of the embargo. And let's actually... I did not want to use another soda pop. I wanted to switch Blue Eye in the party. That's the thing I don't like about this game, is that it's too easy to use items accidentally. But whatever, soda pops are pretty cheap, so I'm not too worried, and here we have another scientist. I'm so tempted to say researcher, but everyone's a scientist, but it's a researcher, not a scientist. Of course, most scientists are researchers, but hey, Orville, that's the name of our Tranquil. What do you know? When he's using a Clink, then maybe Blue Eye's not the best Pokemon to use, but maybe if we're lucky, he can one-shot the Clink without suffering an electric attack of some sort, and using a dire hit. Okay. Well, I guess if that scientist is just going to use X items on his Clink, then I guess it just allows us to defeat him more easily. Also, one thing I don't like about those X items is that they take up a turn, so it's not really practical. And yay, Blue Eye got to level 31, and nothing special happened, and we defeated Orville, we defeated our own Tranquil. Oh great, we are in trouble if we defeated our own Okay, let's switch to Lassie again, so that hopefully we don't run into too many wild Pokemon. Oh, I think this is the way back, actually. I don't want to go back. Let's see, is there anything down here? There's a trainer? Yeah, a trainer we haven't fought yet. Blah, 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 blah. Take this, the winning strategy you have developed, blah, 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 blah. Let's see if Lassie can defeat whatever Pokemon he has. It's an Ace Trainer, and he's sending out a Whimsicott. Now, Whimsicott is the evolved form of Cottony, so Fluffy will eventually become one someday, but Whimsicott does know a couple of flying attacks. I don't think it's going to be that hard to defeat unless it gives up a status problem or something. So let's see what it does. It's using Mega Drain, so that's not too bad. I guess in a pinch they could just switch to Lucian and then have it take care of the Whimsicott instead, but yeah, we're probably gonna have to because this Whimsicott is pretty high defense. Yeah, I'll switch to Lucian. Alright, Lucian, you were like the king of one-hit KOs, although Lassie did help defeat it, so... Oh, here's Turtoga. Now this is the Pokemon that we would have revived from the fossil had we picked the other fossil, rather than whatever fossil we picked to get Arcan. So Turtoga is this ancient turtle Pokemon, but it's water and rock type, meaning it'll be really weak against grass attacks, so I'm gonna set up Flik for this. Yeah, so this is Turtoga, and a pretty cool looking Pokemon, but I like Arcan a little better. I don't really care for a lot of the fossil Pokemon throughout the generations, except maybe for Ammonite in the first generation of games, and okay, I guess Turtoga has insanely high defense, and that's why this Razor Leaf didn't KO it. But I'm not too worried, I think this next one will defeat it. Yeah, it totally will. And it has a pretty interesting cry. At least it goes, oh, what? Or whatever that was. I'm not that good at imitating Pokemon cries, I guess. But hey, here's an item. What's the item? It's a magnet! Now that's a health item that'll increase the power of electric attacks, so maybe I should give it to Electra, unless Electra's already holding something. She is not holding anything. Okay, I'll give her the magnet. Where's my magnet? There's the magnet! Alright. So, now let's get out of this cave, I guess, because... Okay, here's N! Are we gonna have to battle N now? Only then will Pokemon become perfect beings and I'm just not caring what N says. Yes, that is my dream. That is a dream I must fulfill. Minerva, do you have a dream of your own? I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide, blah 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 blah. You have a dream, that's wonderful. I'll learn just what kind of a dream you have in battle! Yeah, I knew it. We're gonna have a battle with N. Yeah, I guess I should have expected this, but hopefully we'll be able to handle this fairly well. So we get this interesting N battle music, and he's sending out Boldore. Well, gee, what Pokemon did I send out first? Lassie? Well, although Lassie knows Dig, I don't know if Lassie's gonna be the best choice for this battle. But let's see how she does anyway. Let's try using Dig and see what happens. She might have to use this twice, honestly. Okay, and it's using Iron Defense. That's not good. Especially since I don't think I have any Pokemon who know any special attacks that are going to be strong against Boldore. But I guess in a pinch I could just switch out and everything. Yeah, it's just going to use Iron Defense, and all Lassie knows are physical attacks, so I am going to have to switch out. Do you believe that Pokemon battles help us understand one another? Yeah, I guess I kind of do. I understand that you just kind of try to buff up your Pokemon and all, and I don't really have any Pokemon that... Well, I could use either Flik or Blue Eye, but after he used Iron Defense, I think I'm going to switch to Marek instead. Because at least Marek knows the Will-O-Wisp and Hex combo that I like so much, so yeah. And he's going to just keep using Iron Defense again. What an idiot. Because all Marek knows are special attacks. In fact, I probably could have Marek just use Haze and then just switch back to somebody else, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, you're using Power Gem, but Marek has an Eviolite, so yeah. Let's use Hex. Fortunately, Boldore does have low special defense, so yeah, this Boldore is just going to be KO'd. Especially since it wasn't at full HP from the start. And now he's using Pharaoh Seed. That's the Pokemon we just caught. So, am I going to switch Pokemon, or am I just going to stick with it? Well, Pharaoh Seed is Steel-type, so Marek's Hex will not even be very effective. So I think what I'm going to do is... I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep Marek in, because I'm going to have Marek use Will-O-Wisp, even though he might not actually do anything else. But, yeah, I'm just going to have Marek use Will-O-Wisp. And then I'm probably just going to switch out to somebody else, honestly. And look, it's using Iron Defense too. That's kind of weird. And I'm gonna have to stop the video after this battle with N, but that's alright because I think we're almost out of Chargestone Cave anyway. Let's use Hex anyway. I don't think it's gonna do a lot of damage, but let's use it anyway. Yeah, that did not do a lot of damage, but whatever. And it's using Metal Claw. And that Pharaoh Seed now has Mummy instead of Iron Barbs. That's good. I guess that means I can safely switch to somebody else. Let's see, it's using Metal Claw, so that means Electra won't take a whole lot of damage from it, but Electra also won't be able to do that much damage to it, and neither will Blue Eye, actually, so I can't really switch to anybody else. I guess all I could do is... Well, I guess I'll switch to Electra just so that she can withstand Pharaoh Seed's steel attacks, but I don't know what else I can really do. Yeah, Metal Claw is not very effective, and you're just gonna be burned. I'm not gonna use Shockwave just because I don't know what else to do. Just because you have high defense, but you have high special defense too, let's see. Okay, that did a kind of a good amount of damage, but I think after this Pharaoh Seed gets hurt by the burn, and after we use Shockwave, then it'll be KO'd, so that'll be fine. Yeah, alright. We took down that Pharaoh Seed thanks to teamwork between Marek and Electra. Let's see what other Pokemon he has. It's a Joltik. Okay, I'm gonna keep battling just because Electra can absorb all of Joltik's electric attacks, and none of my Pokemon are holding any berries, so that's not gonna matter. So let's use Stomp. Haha. And Joltik flinched. Yeah, that's the thing I like about Stomp, is that it can make the foe flinch. Yeah, so let's just keep spamming this. It's using Gastro Acid that'll negate the Lightning Rod ability, but I'm not too worried about it. This next Stomp will KO the Joltik. And I don't think Joltik can have the Static ability. And especially, yeah, this one at least doesn't because it has the Unnerve ability. So now it's using Clink. What am I gonna do for this? Oh yeah, I can use Lassie because Lassie's pretty good at defeating Clinks. And Clanks and all... Yeah, she's good at defeating Clinks, Clanks, and Clunks. Right? Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. And let's use Work Up. Oh, so here is Clink's specialty attack, which is Gear Grind. Now this is a two. I think we'll do 2 hits, and it does steel damage. But I'm not too worried about it. I think this Dig should KO the Clink once we pull it off, and that Clink will be able to attack Lassie meanwhile. So let's use Dig. I know it'll one-shot a level 29 Clink, and it definitely one-shot a level 28 Clink, and Lassie will get to level 32. Yay! Again, I have no clue what level Lassie will evolve at, but we'll see. I don't think she'll evolve, but yeah. Oh wait, she is evolving! Lassie's evolving! Oh my gosh, Lassie does evolve at level 32! Alright, let's see what Lassie evolves into, and then we're gonna have to stop the video after this. But let's see what Lassie evolves into! This is kind of a cool Pokemon, but it doesn't have as cool a cry as Herdier does, but... Stoutland! Lassie evolved to Stoutland! It's a pretty realistic cry. That's what I really like about Stoutland's cry, but overall I like Herdior's better because it has that deep woof kind of sound. Is it possible for me to win while feeling bad about being a trainer? Yeah, it totally is, because you don't treat your Pokemon right because you just release your Pokemon every time. As if I could pursue the truth with something as meaningless as a battle. As if that could make me worthy to become friends with a legendary Pokemon. Hey, how much would you be willing to bet that all of N's Pokemon were just captured inside this Chargestone Cave? They kind of look like they did, right? Yeah. Minerva! Hey, it's Bianca, and this will probably just be a long video. Just a little further to Mistralton City! Yeah, Mistralton City is at the end of that tunnel, so yeah. Bianca, you have good ears. I can't believe you heard Minerva's voice from that far away. Minerva, who was this trainer? Yeah, it's this weird creepy guy named N, who is apparently the king of Team Plasma. Professor Juniper, what are you thinking? You appear to have no qualms about the relationship between Pokemon and people. You put Pokemon in categories using arbitrary rules and think you can understand them like that. The very idea of a Pokédex revolts me. What do you have to say for yourself? Well, I'm a scientist. I have to do research into these Pokemon. Looks like you're not my biggest fan. Your opinion is understandable. It happens to be different from mine, but is equally understandable. How about if all people get to decide for themselves how to relate to Pokemon? Well said, Professor Juniper. I couldn't agree with you more. You're saying I could just allow people to think whatever they want and treat Pokemon however they want, no matter whether the Pokemon suffer? I say no! This is 1930s Germany! We are the Nazis! We are going to take over this Pokemon world, and they're going to follow our rules, right? I refuse to tolerate the existence of a world like that. Yeah, N is totally sounding like Hitler there, right? Yeah. I gotta call you Nittler because your name is N, so therefore any name that I give you has to start with N. Okay, N's name is officially Nittler. Alright. Well, I didn't expect him to change his mind right away, but I hope we'll spend a little time trying to understand how others feel. Yeah, Nittler, I don't know if I could forgive you like that. Now then, I think I'll go collect a little more data, because I'm a scientist and all I care about is collecting data. For Pokemon and people who get along better, we need to take steps to learn more about them. And I so need to stop the video. Is Bianca gonna say anything else to me? Hey, listen! I'm gonna go come with Professor Juniper now, because I'm her bodyguard. Okay, you look like a bodyguard, I guess, but I guess if Iris can be a bodyguard, then Bianca can be one too. But I'm gonna have to stop the video now, so thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the ever so exciting Part 40.